over a year ago, I found this piece of driftwood floating in the chilly waters of the Puget Sound. I grabbed it, took it home, and let it dry out, thinking that I would make a guitar body out of it. Now, it wasn't quite as big as I was expecting. I cut it in half to make the body, but it's still not big enough really for a guitar, and it's too thin. It would not support a neck pocket. And also the wood is, you know, it's old wood that had been drifting in the water for quite some time, and it's, you know, it's soft. It's really not good wood for building a guitar out of, but I've kept it for so long and I've been thinking about it, and I'm gonna just do it anyway. I'll put a link right here to the first video I made when I found this wood. It's one of my earlier videos. There was a great shot that my son and I recreated of when we found the piece of wood floating in the water. Maybe I can reach it. Alright, yeah.
Don't get wet.
Yeah, I know. Check out, how long do you think this has been floating in the Puget Sound? Maybe, who knows? It's pretty cool. We've determined this board is not going to be thick enough to be the body of a guitar on its own. So I'm going to glue it to this old cabinet door, you know, in keeping with my theme of building with reclaimed materials. Adding this to it will make a width of about 1 3/4 of an inch, and that should be thick enough for what we need. Alright, I've got this back roughed out. I cut outside of the line so that I can sand it down. And then, so the idea is to take these two pieces, glue them like so, and then I'll just take this pine 2x4 as a center block. I'll have to trim it down to shape. And then I plan to leave it slightly higher than these driftwood pieces. Not this tall, I'll trim it down some, but slightly higher, and then I want to carve along the edge of this to create like a carved top Les Paul look. I still have yet to invest in a table saw for my workshop. I've got a neighbor though who has a table saw. He helped me out by cutting these strips off, cutting this 2x4. It's going to be the center block of the body. Cut these off. And we trimmed off the edges of this so that it's a square on the edges. So this will fit right here, slightly higher in the center. So I'm just going to run this down to try to carve it down to match the thickness of this. here it is. I do wish that I had used a piece of wood to protect the surface when I clamped it down, because I have all these little circle indentations from the clamps, but I'm sure I can get those out with whichever way I choose to finish it. Still got a little bit of these rough marks here on these awkward curves I need to smooth out. There, right along there. And I just need to sand the whole body all the way around, and then it'll be ready for the next step, which will be, I guess, planning out the pickup configuration and routing out pickup cavities and neck pocket.